Good evening everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I'm a filmmaker and a film critic, and today we are reviewing one of the greatest films of all time, The Dark Knight. Before I get started with this review, there's a very dear friend of mine named Alyssa Mora. She just started a makeup channel. Now I know only dudes watch this channel, but do you want to see the secrets as to what makes women look good? Check out her channel, subscribe to her, tell her I sent you. She's a very awesome person. Now let's get on to the movie review. The Dark Knight is the sequel to Batman Begins. It is of course directed by Christopher Nolan yet again, and it is a brilliant film no matter how you look at it. I remember hotly anticipating this film as I saw it in India in 2008. The first thing I would do was watch the trailer in the morning while I was taking a dump. Yes, that is a true story. That's how much I was anticipating this film, and I was not disappointed when I saw it. The moral complexities that it presents and its allegory to America's laws of engagement and the CIA are truly something you've never seen in a superhero film before. Chris Nolan used Batman to tell a story about post 9/11 America and how much unrest there was and still is in that country. That forced extradition Batman did of that Chinese accountant from Hong Kong, yeah, that's not legal. The CIA does that. What about him listening into everyone's conversations on the Sears Tower? What about him making that gigantic sonar machine at the end of the film, listening and watching everyone without them knowing? Patriot Act, anyone? But what is this film's story? We continue the story with Batman as he is faced with a new foe based around chaos. The Joker, played by the brilliant Heath Ledger. I don't think there's anything I can add about Heath Ledger, but you know what? I'll try. You know how we won the Best Supporting Actor of 2008? Well, take all the Best Supporting Actor winners and nominations and then put it against Heath Ledger. There's an argument to be made that Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is the best Supporting Actor performance like ever. Just an argument, think about it. Discuss in the comments below. The Joker presents a new threat to Batman, that threat being him having no purpose, structureless, unlike Ra's al Ghul. He doesn't necessarily do things for a reason, but him doing things for no reason is for a big reason, which is presented in the finale of this film, which is more based on thoughts and meaning than actual action. The Joker presents us with a choice and a revelation. He is wanting us to believe that at any given moment, we're one step away from becoming like him. We all wear masks. That is a reference to The Killing Joke, of course. Another comic that this film takes reference from is The Long Halloween, my favorite Batman story of all time. When we talk about the other character of this film, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, the Messiah, the Jesus Christ character of this film, the White Knight. His story arc is obviously about a fall from grace. It's a very powerful storyline given the context the film is telling, but it never moves itself to be memorable enough. The action scenes, at least when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, did get progressively worse compared to Batman Begins. The final scene is absolute eye rape. Like, I don't know what's going on when Joker and Batman are fighting in the darkness. And don't tell me that it's Batman, you're not supposed to see him, he's that fast. No, it's just not good. There's so much darkness in the finale, and since Batman is wearing black armor, he kind of blends in with the darkness to an extent that you can't see him. This all could have been avoided if we could just see his eyes, you know, those light up eyes as in the Batman animated series. Wally Pfister does do fine work in this film, but it's not when it comes to the hand-to-hand combat. What's ironic is the vehicular action, the Batpod chase, is mind-blowing still to this date. When that truck flips vertically, it still makes my jaw drop, and it's beautifully shot and edited. Another problem with The Dark Knight is how the Joker overshadowed Batman, not because he's a better character, but because the performance is so absolutely brilliant. Batman's arc is very interesting. He wants to give up the mantle, but he's forced to keep the mantle. It's a very cool storyline. But Heath Ledger, man, he just completely commands you to watch him in every shot that he's in. Although Christian Bale does hold his own when he's on screen with him in that beautiful interrogation scene. Boy, am I picking on this film quite a lot, and this is one of my favorite films. I saw this in theaters 7 times, but there's more to talk about. Hans friggin' Zimmer. You felt a loss in this film. James Newton Howard and Hans Zimmer produced the score of Batman Begins. I missed James Newton Howard this time around because you lost some of that soul he put in Batman Begins. Remember the shot in Batman Begins when he's just standing on a pillar right after he's successful as the first time as Batman? Get goosebumps because it's so friggin' cool and it's so full of soul. There's none of that over here. Hans Zimmer's excellent at scoring all the action, as his style is epic and bombastic. But when it comes to emotional scenes, such as when Alfred is talking to Bruce Wayne, a sad Bruce Wayne, it's horribly and traditionally cheap with the overuse of the piano. The emotional scenes don't really have great music, but it's glossed over because of the brilliant themes of the Joker and Batman. The Joker's theme is really interesting because it's constant, it's unpredictable, and it gets larger and larger and larger, and it crescendos by the end, just like the character. But you know what? 2 of those 3 issues I complained about aren't really issues, they're really minor, and they don't bother me as much. I just wanted to tell you people about those. Apart from that, however, I don't think this film has aged as well as Batman Begins, but it's really undeniable the high-level subtext this film is offering for a superhero film without shoving it down your throat, like what the X-Men films have become. 5 out of 5. This film is a masterpiece. Thank you so much for watching, people. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that lovely subscribe button, as it is absolutely free. And I must ask you for a request, only if you enjoyed this video, however. Please share this video and help me bring more traffic onto this channel. I do believe I'm doing fine work, but I would like to give you better quality, such as a background. I know you guys don't like looking at a white wall and a orange wall. So a little bit more traffic, I believe, would help me solve those problems and probably up the quality of video and audio. But again, only if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, people. My name is Rameez Khan. I will see you again very soon. Until next time, remember to love yourselves.